Good day. Hey, in today's session of On the Radar, we're going to be showing a deep analysis of what's going on with the indexes as they look like they're falling apart. And then we'll take a look at what you can do to protect your positions or protect yourself from buying too early if this market is in a correction. You're looking for a system that is basically clear and simple to apply, that basically will help you multiply your profits and minimize your losses. You're in the right place. Hi, this is Dennis Wilburn. I am the Active Trend Trader. Welcome to today's session. What is the market telling us? Well, let's jump right over to the charts and see what's happening with that. And as you can see, I'm going to start off with the chart of the S&P, or well, it's the spiders, what I utilized to basically as my stand-in for the S&P. Of course, the spiders is the non-leveraged ETF of the S&P. And one of the indexes telling us, okay, the spiders. Yes, 2 days ago on Monday, we showed that one, we had a bearish engulfing pattern at the highs. That fulfilled yesterday with a gap down. And what happened today? This may not look like it on a daily chart, but this is another gap down start and a drive down towards the 50-day moving average, which is basically a show of, at this time, weakness. What are the good things about this chart? One, the uptrend is still intact. Now, if we break that trend line right there, then we're probably going to go down here to about the $400 level to the $399 level, approximately. Is there anything on this chart that's saying buy me right now? The answer to that question is no, there's not. One, momentum is falling on both the True Strength Index, the MACD, and the market forecast. So I have three of my momentum indicators in a row, all telling me that momentum is to the downside. So when momentum is to the downside, we don't want to get into a pissing contest and argue with the trend. That's a sure way to basically lose money that you don't need to lose. And so we just stand by, and now may be a good time just to hang it. If you've never been through a market correction, then just stand by. The market will come back around, which is what it normally does. But one of the things I want to know as we go into a session like this, where we have had a significant reversal, we have the first leg of what could be a new downtrend, i.e. a new lower low. Now, if we come back up, rally back up in here, and then put in a lower high, that would be the second leg of a new at least short-term downtrend. But I want to take a picture right now. How far, and I encourage you to do this at home. You can't do this. So I go up here to the past highs. I want to take a snapshot of where is the 10% correction? Because at the 10% point, that is considered a correction. So as you see there, right about the 380 level, that would be a 10% correction from the highs of last Friday. So I want to identify and lay in a alert right there about the 381 level. And if that goes off, one of the things I want to be looking at is, well, what does that tell me? What do I want to do at that point? Do I want to just jump right in and buy? The answer to that question is no, we don't want to just jump right in and buy. All it does is it gives us an alert that we're at a level where support could come into play. And so, hey, Gene, how are you? And I'm glad to see you're with us. And if you do have a stock you want us to look at, just drop the ticker into the chat box, and we'll be able to look at that in shortly. So that's what's going on with the S&P. Again, it is Wednesday. I'll take a look over here at the weekly chart, realizing that price action is not complete for the week. At the same time, if price action were to be finishing off on Friday, looking like it is right now, that is a significant bearish engulfing of a hanging man to candlestick reversal signals. And I would be looking at any kind of a pullback back into the middle third of the weekly candle to trigger a trade to the downside. So that's what we have going on with SPY. And then what about the stand-in for the NASDAQ, which are the Qs? A continued fall to the downside. Now, the Qs are in a, at least short-term downtrend. Why do I say that? Is we came down from this high here, put in a low, a new lower low, because it beat the lows that were right there. It moved back up, and this was just a 1 or 2 days thing here. Moved back up, the rally attempt failed, and now we undercut that new low right there. So we have a series now of lower low, lower high, lower low, and we can terminate. We can identify and the NASDAQ as being in a short-term downtrend. How do I want to trade this? Well, I need to be on alert for any type of a pullback back into the moving averages right now, because the bias that I have towards the market is the market now in a downtrend. I want to trade any type of a pullback up, which would be called a bear flag, and look to trade that either trade the Qs with a put or a bear call spread to the downside, or if I just want to trade the inverse ETF on that, I could trade the SQQQ. The SQQQ is heading up. Now, this is one of the picks that we had for active trend trading not too long ago with our system. We helped folks get in down here at the 1080 level. And as you can see, we have basically took off some profits at about the $15 level. And then, I'm not $15, 15% level, about $12. We were taken out of our second half of our second profit target today at $12.77. Next target is up at $13.40. And that would be about a 24% gain over a very short period of time. We got into that trade when we entered that trade on 5/3. So we've been in the trade since the 3rd of May, which was over in this area right up there. We jumped on it right there. So excellent trade so far. On the inverse ETFs, if you are interested in trading into inverse ETFs, keep in mind that they move very quickly and the market falls about twice as fast as it goes up. And so with this move, this moves in the opposite direction of the NASDAQ. And so if it's falling at approximately two times the speed that the NASDAQ is, if this is rising at 2 times the speed of the NASDAQ falling, we just want to be very cautious and take, if you get a 20-25% profit, take some of it off the table, because it will do a reversal here soon. Okay, what about the Russell? Same thing on Russell. Excellent move to the downside on the Russell. It also is in a short-term downtrend. Now, it may find support where? Down here where we found support previously. Look for the support down there about the 209 level. 209 level. Now, one of the things to keep in mind as you look for that support is I don't want to blindly just put an order in to buy at, what is that, 208? Let's get an actual number on that, 207.50-ish. I don't want to put an order in just to buy that blindly. What I want to do is I want to put an alert to send me an email, send me, if I'm at my trade station or my Thinkorswim trading app, it will alert me. Then I can go take a look at the charts and wait and see if I have a reversal signal. What am I looking at primarily for a reversal signal? I'm looking for three things. One, I'm looking for positive price action, and I show that primarily through a reversal candlestick. Two, I'm waiting for, I want to see if it will if it's at a tested level of support. This 207.50 level is a tested level of past support. And then lastly, what I want to do is I want to wait for the momentum shift as identified by the TSI or the market forecast, the green line there, or the MACD, as it reversed and is going back up. One of the biggest mistakes and one of the biggest money losers for traders is they fail to wait for the momentum shift, or at least for these three things to be in place. They try to guess where to place their trades, and oftentimes the market will, if we try to guess or we try to manipulate the market will rip your face off. We know without a doubt. So that's what we've got on the three indexes. Now, as I promised, we took a look yesterday at a couple of stocks that I thought were just, that again, the market doesn't care what we think either. But one of the stocks that I took a look at was DocuSign. DocuSign was showing an exceptionally strong, and when the market's doing a correction like this, I do want to be looking for stocks that are holding up better than the market. DocuSign was one of these. Now I realize that, let's take a look at this on the weekly chart. As you can see, it is kind of put in a potential head and shoulders type, bearish head and shoulders pattern. However, it may also bounce from here. So I want to be prepared whichever way it goes. I have found a level of strong support. The price action from yesterday was a significant large bullish engulfing. The bullish engulfing is still a valid signal for a reversal here. Is today's price action on DocuSign better than the market? You betcha. I've got an inside day, which is oftentimes another bullish reversal type signal, and I want to be taking a look at that. However, am I ready to take action on this? Well, the answer to that is no. And the answer, and why? Well, one, has my momentum shifted? It looks like it's starting to, but has it really shifted? Has the TSI crossed to the upside? Has the MACD also crossed to the upside or the shorter term? Does the histogram on the MACD, has it reversed and gone up? The answer to all those questions is no. So what do? I sit and I wait for a proper signal. I still like DocuSign. My rules that I trade by will not allow me to buy it right now. What's another one that we looked at yesterday? I liked CRM. CRM had a couple of good things going on for it. CRM. What did it show us today? Similar type pattern. Are we approaching a level of support? Yes, we are. However, the level of support is still about $5 away down here at the 205 level. I do identify, though, that this is where the buyers came in previously. You see. And so there is still a surplus of buyers down in this area. And one of two things is going to happen. We will either get rid of all the buyers there. Basically, that supply of buyers will be taken up with this move down, or more of them will step in to say, okay, I'm ready to buy again, and that'll launch CRM up to the upside. Again, what is the chart telling us? Well, yesterday's bullish engulfing pattern is still intact. Today's is a inside day, another bullish reversal signal to the upside. So at what point will this be voided? Is if intraday I take out yesterday's low, that will void that bullish signal. Now, what happens often is we will see that you'll have that bullish signal voided, but it is giving us a clue that the buyers are trying to turn this around. The other thing I want to be taking a look at is I do want to be taking a look here at the market forecast. If I get all three of my market forecast momentum lines below the 20 level, that's what we call a three-line cluster. It is also very bullish, and typically within 1 to 4 trading periods after that showing up, it will get a reversal, but it can reverse from lower levels. So at this particular time, I'm going to put an alert in at the 205, probably 206 level down to 205. Put an alert there. If the alert triggers, I go and I take a look at my charts. Do I have a reversal sign? Do I have a reversal signal? And I can also look at that on my intraday chart, either the hour chart, the half-hour chart, or the 15-minute chart. They may give us an earlier signal at that particular level. So that wraps us up for today, folks. Again, if you're joining us on Instagram, thank you very much. Please share this content or just let people know that we're doing this live on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I take this recording and I place it over on my YouTube channel, which is Market Tech Talk. And if you're not a member, if you haven't subscribed to our Market Tech Talk, you know the drill. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and give us and hit the bell to be reminded when we do post new content. More new training videos are showing up on the Market Tech Talk YouTube channel. I put them up there because my objective for this year and moving forward is to share as much of my knowledge as I possibly can to help you build your wealth. So until tomorrow, aloha and God bless everybody.